everyone. Hi, I'm Gordon from the Singapore Health Technologies Consortium. So we are actually hosted by our public science research agency called A*STAR. We are relatively new, just set up in 2019. So my role in this consortium is I'm like assistant director here. And so Singapore is an ecosystem. So Singapore is actually more well known to be a financial hub, a trade hub, connectivity hub, right? So we are within 8 hours of flying time to much of the world's population. That includes India and China. But of course, in the next few slides or next few minutes, I'm going to convince you that health tech or med tech is also something that you should be looking at Singapore for, right? So our health tech ecosystem in numbers here. So we have a fast-growing number of local startups, innovative startups in bio, health, med tech domains. We got 40 of the world's multinationals setting up here their APAC offices in Singapore, as well as some of them have manufacturing facilities here. There's a growing pool of local and foreign investors. Here, I'm just showing some notable funding for some of the local startups here. They cover areas of digital health, diagnostics, telemedicine, and so on, right? So one distinct fact about the Singapore health tech ecosystem, which I should mention, is our openness to talent and diversity. So if you look at some statistics that Gallant Growth, which is a health intel company that's done a couple of years back, of all the top 20 health tech CEOs, startups in Singapore, actually only 40% of the founders are from native Singaporeans, right? And then the 60% are actually founders from abroad. So this actually indicates the government's openness to attract talent to start companies here and so on. So I'm located in One North. One North is our high-tech innovation cluster comprising of universities, research institutions, companies, and so on. Launchpad at One North is actually said to be one of the world's most densest startup ecosystems here. They are housed within a few factory flats, blocks. There are more than 500 startups, incubators, accelerators, and venture capitalists here. So it's actually converted from old factories, then government actually repurpose it for a startup incubators. Our public healthcare clusters are broken down into 3 regional clusters. I won't go into a lot of details into this, but just to point out the fact that the 3 regional public healthcare clusters are grouped geographically. So we have the National University Health System, we have the National Healthcare Group, we have Singapore Health Services, or SingHealth for short. Much of the care, secondary and tertiary care, 80% is provided by the public healthcare system, right? Whereas the converse is true for primary care. So primary care, in primary care, 80% of the care is provided for private GP clinics. So the overview of what we do as health tech, we have a number of industry members. We work across all the institutes of higher learning in Singapore with health-related research. So there are 15 of them, right? These include universities, polytechnics, public healthcare research institutions like A*STAR, and so on. So we partner up with all the major government agencies within Singapore that is involved in any form of health technology innovation. There is a manufacturing consortium in Singapore called the Singapore MedTech Consortium as well. So they comprise of a group of companies that's providing services, manufacturing, and so on. And some of the clients include some of the big multinational companies in the world. Global partners wise, we have actually 8, not 6, it's a bit outdated, so which includes the ECH Alliance now as a whole. So the other partners come from various parts of the Asia Pacific, Thailand, Korea, Indonesia, and so on. So it's only recently where we started to get connections or trying to get connected to global partners for various purposes. One of which includes helping Singapore companies to find regional partnerships with foreign companies. In terms of our industry members, you can see what are the areas that they cover. So in Singapore, the biggest 3 themes or national initiative in health and medtech will be precision medicine, digital health, and also medtech manufacturing. So we got companies that cover these few areas. This is just a snapshot of some of the universities that in Singapore, which is involving in health tech research. So if you know the Singapore ecosystem or academic ecosystem, you might have heard of National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University, and so on, right? And of course, A-STAR, which is the Agency for Science, Technology, and Research, is where it's the agency that is hosting us, and they comprise of dozens of 10 to 12 research institutions that are government funded. This is a very busy slide, but in short, what I just want to show is that Health Tech ourselves, we are actually a platform for interactions. You can look at us as a partnerships organization. So we connect different parts of the ecosystem together, from industry to our Institute for Higher Learning to our healthcare clusters. And now, of course, the reason why we are here is to get connections to regional and global networks, right? There are on the right side, there are some of our various ecosystem partners that comprising of different government agencies, private accelerator, venture builders, and agencies involved in training and so on. So can consider us as a one-stop shop for innovation in health and medical technologies. So what we can do is that if any of you have got companies or yourself are interested to look at the Singapore ecosystem and to find partners within Singapore, so we can help in that. And second last slide. So this is International Health Tech Week, which is our inaugural flagship event we're organizing in July from the 23rd to 26th. So we welcome everyone overseas to participate. So there will be a 4-day long event bringing you around Singapore and various events, and there's a main symposium and so on, right? So I don't know if this set of slides will be made available to all of you, but if you want, you can. Okay, that's cool. So there is a QR code which you can scan and you can download the full program. Full program is not complete yet, but we have most of the gist of the program here already fixed. And some of the key major events in Singapore, I just want to highlight. This is not our events, but if you are visiting Singapore, exploring some of the events that you should know about. So there's a Singapore's Week of Innovation and Technology called Switch. This is sector agnostic. They cover all areas of deep tech. This happens in the end of late October. And then Medical Fair Asia and Medical Manufacturing Asia is a regional event that's happening in September. So this is an exhibition trade fair for hospitals, healthcare and suppliers and so on. Digital Health Asia, also in October. This features a lot of digital health technologies and so on. And then there's a Asia Pacific Medical Device Organization association called APAC-MED. APAC-MED hosts their annual MedTech forum, right, towards the end of the year. So I don't have the dates for this year's yet, but I think if you check on the website, I think they could update it pretty soon. Yeah, so that is all I have. If you're interested, I can be connected on LinkedIn. You can contact us anytime you want by this email, either through so don't use my email contact is outdated, but you can send to our general inquiry email, contact@healthtech.sg. All right, so thank you.